Welcome to Time to Win Podcast. It's not just a podcast. It's the official personal growth locker room of life where champions just like you gather to cultivate their courage, create a life-changing game plan of success, and celebrate their wins. I'm RJ Jackson, your personal growth coach and host, and I'm committed to seeing you win. As a professional speaker and growth coach for over 3 decades, I've worked with and inspired thousands to grow their greatness and transform their setbacks into a comeback. And now it's your turn. It's time to win. So if you're ready, grab something to take notes with. We're about to dive in. Let's go. Fight, win. Life can be pretty tough. And as women, we often face a whole mirage of challenges that can weigh us down physically, emotionally, and mentally. Not to mention financially. Whether it's the daily grind and hustle or bustle of work, taking care of your loved ones, running a business, dealing with personal struggles, it's really easy for us to feel like we're on the brink of losing our mind. Well, here's the truth. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulder. Honestly, sister, you have the power to let go and find peace even in the midst of the chaos. And you're probably saying, well, how do I do that? I'm glad you asked, and it's my pleasure to share with you today. Because April is Stress Awareness Month, and it's also National Physical Wellness Month, making it a perfect time for you and I to focus on our health and our well-being. So in today's podcast, we're going to explore tips and strategies for staying healthy, happy, and full of constant joy. So, if you're ready, let's dive in. So the question at hand is, how do we let go of the things that weigh us down so that we can find inner peace? Well, in the words of Zig Ziglar, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start in order to be great. So let's start exploring some of the things we can do on a day-to-day basis so that we can maintain constant joy. Oh, by the way, today we're just going to touch the tip of the iceberg. If you want more, we got more in store. So I invite you to head over to our website, timetowinpodcast.com. That's timetowinpodcast.com, and download your free digital download on even more strategies on how you can find constant joy in the journey and lose the weight that's causing you to almost lose your mind. All right. So let's go. So here are some things that we can do on a daily basis to help us lose the weight that's on our shoulders, on our heart. I'm not talking about physical weight right now. Although that's something we will lose when we lose the weight that's weighing us down, the weight on our heart, the cares of this world, the things we worry about, the things that we're weary over. That's the weight I'm talking about. So how do we actually do it? Let me give you some strategies. And these are not just strategies. These are proven strategies. And I can say I've proven them to be true myself. Let's look at the first way we can lose the weight that's causing us to almost lose our mind. First thing is experiencing a change in our mindset. Being willing to let go is a mindset shift. And if we're going to lose the weight, we got to let some things go that we've picked up thinking it's our responsibility. It's up to us, and it's not. We're so trapped in the ideal of being responsible for people that we're not responsible for. We don't even realize that we're trapped. So that shift in mindset that says, wait, hold up. I'm going to be responsible for me. I'm going to deal with what I can deal with, and I'm going to let go of what I can't. Instead of focusing on what you can't control, focus on what you can control. You know what that includes? It includes your thoughts, your emotions, and your reactions. Trust that everything is happening for a reason and that you have the strength to get through. And it's all about choice. It's what you choose to focus on. So I'm going to tell you, like my mentor Jim Rohn once said, stop majoring in minor stuff. Keep the main thing the main thing. And when that becomes difficult for you to do, then realize you can't do it alone. So another thing we can do to lose the weight of the world that's weighing us down and causing us to almost lose our mind is to seek support. It's okay to ask for help, especially when you need it. And guess what? We all need help. There's not one person on the face of this earth that can do everything alone. There's always someone who has more experience than we have. They have more knowledge than we have. They have more strength than we have. And these are the people who are positioned to support us if we're willing to be vulnerable and transparent and say, I don't have it all together. And in the words of James Brown, I need help, give it to me. Dun, dun, dun. I can't do it alone. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, you know me by now. I'm going to throw a song in, okay? I'm going to throw a song in. But it's a perfect fit. We do need help. We can't do it alone. It's important for us to find those safe spaces and that trusted person that we can talk to about our feelings so that we can release the word. We can release the things that have us weary, worn out, emotionally exhausted, feeling alone and afraid, restless and running around with spinning our wheels, not going anywhere, not going anywhere, all while yearning for life to be peaceful and filled with constant joy. We can have that. We deserve joy in the journey, but we've got to partner with the joy that's waiting for us. Ask for help, sister. Ask for help. Sometimes we just need to hire help. We need to stop saying we don't have money and just hire help. Or we need to just utilize the people in our circle who are waiting and wanting to help us. Instead of trying to do everything for them, allow them to do something for you. That's tip number 2. Let me give you number 3. And this is one, I believe in all of them. And this is one I believe will really set things in motion for you. It'll help you have that mindset shift. It'll help you seek that support because it's learning to put yourself in a position where you can fill your cup and then have something to pour into others. It'll help relieve you of that mindset that says, don't nobody care. Won't nobody help me. I'm all alone. Because first of all, no, you're not. You might choose to be, but you don't have to be. So number 3 is practice. Do you know what it means to practice? Look, when you go to the doctor, they know what it means to practice because that's what they're doing. They're practicing on you and I when we go. They're getting it right. They're getting better at what they do. It's not that they don't know what they're doing, but they have to practice to get better. If we want to get better in life, if we want joy in the journey, we've got to practice self-care. Now, I'm not talking about taking a bubble bath. That's cool. I'm talking about taking care of your mental health. I'm talking about taking care of your physical health. I'm talking about taking care of you from the inside out. Finding out who you really are. Coming to terms with that person and being okay with them. And in the areas where you're not okay, saying, what can I do to improve? Not to change because you are who you are, but to improve on the areas in which you're not satisfied with. Whether that's on the outside or the inside. But when you're working on the outside, don't do so without working on the inside. You can't put on a wig and expect to feel good from the inside. It's not going to happen when the pain of the past is still weighing you down, when unworthiness is still on the top of your mind. Putting on a wig may make you look good, but sister, we're talking about doing the things that will make you feel good emotionally, mentally. Yeah, starting there. We're talking about the weight that's weighing you down that's choking the life out of you. We want to get rid of that. And one way to do it is self-care. Treat yourself like you're worthy because you are. Take care of yourself because if you don't, nobody else will. Respect yourself because if you don't, others won't. Self-care from the inside out, consistently, daily, check in with yourself. Ask yourself, how am I really doing? How did I really feel about what just happened? What am I willing to do about it? What new habit am I willing to form to help me get to where I want to go? Yes, this is the self-care I'm talking about. Important to find time to do what you love, whether it's painting, reading, taking a walk, taking that bubble bath. Do it. Stop putting everyone else's needs ahead of yourself. Denying yourself the right to feel good from the inside out and look good from the outside in. Stop denying yourself for the sake of others to feel good about who they are. Because at the end of the day, you're not even responsible for how they feel or look. So let go of that responsibility. Thinking of letting go, let go of expectations, like the ones that we put the pressure on. We put the pressure on ourselves to be perfect, to have it all together, to please everybody around us, to make people think we got it all together, to make people think we're status quo, hanging out with the Joneses when the Joneses aren't even hanging out. Listen, let go. Let go of the expectation that you have for yourself and embrace your imperfections. Now, this is the one for me required some work. Oh, yes, it did. Letting go of what people thought. Who cares? Because at the end of the day, I learned that they're going to have a thought about you no matter what you think they should think. And you can't control it. When I learned that and decided to let go, I became my best self, living every day with constant joy. I'm not perfect, and neither are the people who are judging me. Let me say that one again for the people in the back. And this time, I'm going to say it for you. You're not perfect. And neither are the people who are judging you. You know how we say, let go and let God. Listen, he said, the battle's not yours anyhow. You ain't got to worry about them. Whoever they are. He said, I got them. I'll take care of them. Just like I got you. And I'm taking care of you too, boo. Go on, sister. Open your hands. Let that go. Don't you feel better already? Yeah, girl. I hope so. Because you deserve constant joy. You deserve to realize that life is to win. You don't deserve to be weary, worn out, emotionally exhausted, running around with your, running around like a chicken with your head cut off. You do deserve peace of mind. You deserve constant joy. And don't forget, there is a cure for everything you're going through. So here's one more. Here's one more before we go. Here's one more. This one, I want you to write it on your heart. Forget about that piece of paper. Write this one on your heart. And this one, this one might be a great place to start. Remember, you don't have to be great to start, but you gotta start to be great. You want to do better and be better? Girl, while you're letting go, let go of the anger, the resentment, the guilt, the feelings that weigh you down. The best way to do that is to forgive. Forgive yourself and others. Because all of that anger, resentment, guilt, shame that you're holding on to, that's the real weight that's weighing you down. That's the real weight that have you feeling heavy, looking heavy, feeling uncomfortable in not just your clothes, but the skin you're in. There's no such thing as perfect. We all make mistakes. Today's a great day to forgive yourself for the ones you've made and forgive others for the ones they have made too. Yes, I know. They hurt you. I know. It's not easy to let go. But I also know it's necessary. It's a necessary step in the process of finding joy in the journey. But on the other hand, if you're okay with being weighted down by the cares of this world, keep holding on. But if you really are looking for peace in the midst of chaos, if you really want to go from being weary to winning, if you really want to not have one month because it's stress awareness month, but if you want to live every month knowing how to deal with the stress that comes your way, forgiving yourself and others, letting go of expectations, practicing self-care, seeking support, and changing your mindset, that's all a journey. It's not a one-time event, but we practice it one day at a time. It takes time. It takes patience, and remember, it takes practice. By embracing a new mindset, seeking support, practicing self-care, letting go of your expectation, and forgiving yourself and others, you can find the peace you deserve and live a life filled with joy, constant joy. It's time to win, my friend. It's time to let go of the weight that's weighing you down and causing you to almost lose your mind. Choose this day to let go and become the best version of yourself. Like the quote says, the mind is everything. What you think, you will become. So choose to let go and become the best version of yourself. Now, as we come to the end, it's really just a beginning because it's the end of our time together here today, but it's the beginning of a new day for you. It's the beginning of freedom, peace, and joy. There is something you have to do, however. You have to decide that you're going to start. And you can make that decision by picking one of the strategies I shared with you today and working on that. Just pick that one for the next 30 days and say, this is the one I'm going to do one day at a time. And when it doesn't go right and you miss the mark, perhaps you fall off the wagon, you get tied up in something else, go back. Start over. You don't have to start over and say, okay, this is day one. Just start over from where you fell off and keep going. And don't be too hard on yourself. Celebrate every small victory that comes along the way. This is how you'll start creating and developing healthy habits that lead to a sustainable lifestyle that you feel good about emotionally, mentally, and physically. I believe in you. I'm supporting you. I'm journeying with you. Listen, don't do this thing alone. Connect with us in the Winner Circle at the Cure Circle for Women. You can find more information about the Cure Circle at thecureforwomen.com. That's thecureforwomen.com. It's where women heal, grow, and belong. And you, my friend, you belong. Come join us and complete our circle. We can't wait to meet you in the Winner Circle. In the meantime, and in between time, I want to invite you to stay connected so that we can continue to help you not only have a stress-free month, but help you go from being weary to winning. Because you deserve to be at peace, live a life on purpose, and to be prosperous. You deserve to live with constant joy. So let's just go do the thing. And let's do it together. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you again soon on the other side of fear, because that is where life is happening and where amazing women hang out. So come hang out with us in the Winner Circle, the Cure Circle for Women at thecureforwomen.com. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to Time to Win. I recognize that you appreciate the value provided in today's episode, and for your gratitude, I'm giving you a Time to Win VIP listener badge. So head on over to timetowinpodcast.com. That's timetowinpodcast.com and claim your badge and gain immediate VIP access to more of our next level resources and opportunities, including details on the huddle, a table for 10, the Cure Circle, and the Cure Retreat. Because you've enjoyed today's session, you can also express your gratitude by rating, reviewing, and returning next week with a friend. Oh, by the way, be sure to screenshot today's episode and share it in your Instagram and Facebook story or on your favorite social media platform. We'll look forward to seeing you again next week in the locker room of life, here on Time to Win. And remember, the best time to win is now.